Alexa, turn up the volume. Because of the color of the skin.
Run, run, run.
But you sure can't hide. An eye for an eye,
A tooth for a tooth. Vote for me.
I'll set you free. Rap on, brother.
Rap on. Teacher.
Nobody's interested in learning but the teacher. To my nation. That's what the world is today. Hey, hey.
Let me hear, let me hear, let me hear. See if I hear that. Goes on. Okay.
Revolution.
Let me know if you're in the room. All right, I see Yvonne, I believe.
Let's start the show. Boom, 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 boom. Round and around we go. Where the world's heading, nobody knows.
Hey, let me know who's in the room. Okay, I see Amari. Okay. Full of confusion. Woo. Okay.
Hey, hey. Alexa, lower the volume. Alexa, lower the volume.
Hey guys, hey, hi Amari, hi Yvonne. Good evening. And who all else is out there? Welcome to Sitting Down with Robin, featuring RWL the second.
Sup?
So, tonight's going to be very interesting. Tonight's going to be very interesting because we all know what's going on in the world right now. Hi, Felicia. Hi. Okay. Tonight, my topic of discussion, I want to go over COVID. I want to ask some questions, and I want interaction like we did last week, 2 weeks ago. It was fun. We had a great time together on Halloween evening, and it was awesome. But this is starting to affect us again. Here we come with the holiday season, and we can't even visit our family. So, as I want to begin, COVID is not done with us. Alexa, volume down. And I also want to say we don't own the rights to this music. Okay? COVID is not done with us. Do you know someone? I'm going to ask. This is a Q&A for me. Do you know someone who was hospitalized recently, or even when the pandemic started? Do you know someone who was hospitalized or died from COVID? This is what I want to talk about tonight. Robert has his own topics of discussion as well, but I want to talk about COVID, and he's going to talk about Robert.
Well, before I even get into the topic that I want to talk about, which is going to be the recent election and some of the issues that have taken place, first I want to just let the people know it's good to be back on the show. And of course, we're having some technical issues here with the cameras on these phones. These doggone smartphones, they ain't too smart sometimes, just like Alexa. But anyway, so a couple of things. We had to make some changes to the show. I'm sure you've noticed that. One, the title has changed. Sitting Down with Robin, featuring RWL the second. So that's one thing. And we've also had to change we changed the music and also the format slightly. And a couple of reasons we had to make that change. Legal reasons, personal reasons, but most importantly, we wanted to make the change so that you, the viewers, could find the show easier. We didn't want our names confused with somebody that's some anchor somewhere. Used to be she's on TV or whatever. We didn't want that confusion. We wanted it easier for the viewers to find. And we're going to be doing our thing. We're going to be talking about different topics. Robin has her topics. I have a couple of things. One of the things I want to talk about from the elections. It's going to be an issue, not so much who won the election, but an issue from the election. And there is one segment I'm going to roll out. It's going to be called Roll Call. And what that is, that's going to be the segment where I either dig in your chest or I got your back. That's roll call. So if you're doing something good, we got your back. If you're not, we're going to let you know.
Right. And Amari said, don't exclude Alexa. Nope, we're not going to exclude Alexa.
No, we won't do that, Amari. Don't worry.
Right. So Robert put out his piece of information, but like I said, I want to go back to COVID. And I'm just going to pop out some questions, and you guys interact with me and let me know. Just get in there. Like I said, does anyone know anyone that died from COVID? Okay, does anyone know anyone that has been hospitalized? With the upcoming holiday, will your table be a COVID spreader? What do you feel about bringing your own meals? They're actually telling us, our governor here in New Jersey. I don't know about you, Yvonne, because I know you're in Florida, and Felicia as well. He's telling us to bring our own meals. Bring your own meals, bring your own drinks to the Thanksgiving dinner. How do you guys feel about the upcoming vaccine? They're saying it's 99. Pfizer is saying it's 99% effective. Amari is saying that I know a few who have been hospitalized, and Felicia, everyone should stay home. Yeah, we should. We all really should. You know what I didn't know though? I didn't know that COVID loves cold weather. I actually thought that it loved breathing in the warmth, but I just read and heard on the news program this morning that it loves cold weather. And what do you guys think about Ben Carson contracting COVID-19? Then I have other questions. And while I'm asking these questions, I just want you guys to spit it out so we can have the conversation about it. And what is your pet peeve in reference to COVID? Are children really symptomatic? Okay, I have a granddaughter, and I want to know, are children really symptomatic? Now, I love to dine out, and I know everybody on here that I'm looking at right now also loves to dine out. What do you think about when you see these pods that they want us to sit in? And finally, what is it doing to our children with education? What is it doing to our children? So I'm going to let everybody spill out whatever they want to say right now. Felicia, she said, loves cold weather like the flu. Right. Yeah, it does.
Well, you know, this whole COVID thing, I'm just going to weigh in on this a little bit. You know, personally, this whole COVID thing from the beginning, they have screwed it up. Everybody who was in charge has screwed it up. You know, and that's why we're in the situation we're in today. And yes, I know people that have lost, people that have died from this thing. There are people that I don't know who have died in nursing homes where they died alone. Yeah. There are vets that have died. Okay, this COVID thing has screwed up a lot of people's lives. It's an inconvenience, and it could have been slowed down or stopped earlier this year. But it's affected everyone's life. You know, this holiday season, it's not going to be the same. You can't have that family gathering where everyone's around having that turkey, that ham, that mac and cheese, the collard, the string beans, mashed potatoes, cornbread, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, apple pie, you know, all that good stuff. But you know, one way or the other, you know, we'll find a way to get through the holidays and make it as enjoyable as possible. But you know, if people have done the right thing, in the beginning, right. Do the distancing, wear the mask, do what you got to do, because you know, it's affecting seniors, it's affecting middle-aged people, it affects kids. You know, this thing is just like totally screwed up, and people are not being responsible about this. They're being very selfish about it. And I'm going to bring this up when I start digging into people's chests later in the show.
Okay, Robert, let's answer let's look at some comments. Felicia was saying that parents need to be more involved with the children's education. Right, because that goes back to me asking about what's going to happen to our children. Give up on the holiday, yes, to save lives. You're right, Felicia, absolutely right. Amari is saying, okay, RWL taking no responsibility. Okay, who are you saying who's taking no responsibility, Amari? Okay, Robert, so while we're waiting for the comments to come up,
okay.
Continue.
All right. So, you know, COVID, I mean, this thing is tough. I mean, it's tough. It wears on people, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, this whole thing. And you know, thank you.
Okay, referring to what you said, people being out and about, yeah.
You know, people are being very selfish about this thing. Wear the daggone mask, okay? It's not that difficult a thing to do. And, you know, I don't want to hear about it's infringing on your rights because you have to wear a mask. Well, you're infringing on my rights and Robin's rights, everyone else's right, who are doing the right thing by wearing the mask, taking this precaution. So you need to wear the doggone mask. You know, I mean, it's not that difficult a thing to do. It's not too much ask. If you can put a seatbelt on when you're driving your car, you can put a mask on when you're walking around.
That's right. But Robert, what do you think about the COVID being at the table at Thanksgiving? What do you think about that? Do you think people, because they're saying for everyone to actually to stay within their own household?
Look, I'm on board with not having large gatherings. I'm on board with not having family around if it's going to put people's health in jeopardy. Okay. The worst thing that I'd hate to have happen is to go to a large gathering and then go see my dad and he contract this
right
thing, okay, right. And they're saying, "I'm sure you don't want that to happen to your father,
nope,
or to your granddaughter." Okay, so I mean, it's a holiday. Of course, you're going to be a little bit down. It's not the same as normal, but at least you're still living. And if God's willing, you'll be here next Thanksgiving to celebrate it the right way.
And Yvonne is saying that she has very close friends who just recently died from the virus after being in the nursing home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Yvonne.
Yeah, my condolences. You know, I was talking to Robin about this the other night. We were watching a report, you know, about, you know, in New York and New Jersey, these nursing homes where people have died by themselves. Okay, their family hasn't been able to be around them. You know, and that's not right. I mean, it's got to be tough on the family members. They can't see their loved ones before they pass. They don't get to say a word to them. But still, these clowns, like the governor in New York and New Jersey, these guys, they want to open up the state, and you know, then people don't want to wear the mask because they think everything is back to normal. No, it's not back to normal. It's never going to be back to normal if you don't do the right thing.
Well,
selfish individuals.
The death rate is rising. And what do you think about the upcoming Pfizer vaccine? What do you guys think about that?
I said months ago they're going to find a vaccine right after the election.
Bob Miera is saying something. Okay. People really heavily on the nerves too. Yeah, it's heavy on the news, you know. I even said to Robert and I think someone else that I turn on my series. This is why I wanted to talk about it tonight. I'm not talking about it anymore. After tonight, I want to start having more fun topics later on.
We're still going to talk about weed.
We are going to talk about weed today.
All right.
But you know, even when you turn on your series, they have to. I guess they have to put it out there to make people aware of what the emergency rooms went through in the beginning. We don't want to go back that route. Felicia says vaccine is great news, but I'll let you all go first. Me too, Felicia. I will not be having that vaccine right now. Okay.
All right. So this vaccine, you asked me about that. Yeah. You know, I said a couple of months ago they're gonna find a vaccine right after the election. That's when the vaccines will come out, and it seems like they did it like a week later. And ultimately, I firmly believe this is all about the money. It's about the money. It's about money. Money, money, money. This vaccine is going to be a big thing. They are going to make a killing on this thing. You already see where Europe, they've already sold like 300 million doses over there to England, over there in the EU. So this thing, it's about money. Mm-hmm. They don't care. The government, the business leaders, they don't care about you and me. Mm-hmm. Okay, they care about those dollar bills.
And Yvonne is saying a lot of people in Florida do not wear masks. This is a big issue. Yvonne, you're in Florida, and Karen's saying she still can't see you. They're saying they can't see you.
What's up?
Valerie, did I say Valerie Black? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Karen. Felicia and Yvonne, I want to know. I know that was an area where Trump won. Is that why? I mean, a lot of people in Florida aren't wearing their masks. They don't believe. They don't believe. Do you think?
You know what? That Biden won Jersey, and you see the cases going up. So that's
that's true.
Okay,
but I see a lot of. I see everyone wearing masks, though. I do see that.
Well, then why are the deaths going up in Jersey?
Because people are still thinking that they can get together and have these gatherings. They're in enclosed areas now. You know, they're not even outside now. There was just a big Halloween party. There's COVID spreaders.
Okay, so they're still not doing the right thing. You're saying
they're not doing the right thing. But I'm just saying, because Yvonne was saying that there's no mask in Florida. She's not seeing anyone wearing masks. Felicia, do you see anyone in Miami? You're part of Florida? But go ahead, Robert.
All right. But anyway, you know, I say it doesn't do any harm to wear the mask. And,
right, Karen.
And you know, even if you don't like wearing a mask, fine. Think about people that do want to wear the mask, who do not want to take the chance.
Considerate.
Right. It's about being considerate. Don't be selfish. You know, be considerate. Okay. That's my take on COVID. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't have any more comments right
Okay,
now.
but I do. I want to talk about these pods. I still didn't get to that. I want to talk about, has anyone seen the pods for the restaurant? Do you think that that's going to be sufficient? Yvonne saying, yes, this is the red state, this is the Trump state, and a lot of people that are Trump supporters do not wear masks. Exactly, that's true. What do you guys think about the pods? I know, Yvonne, you're right. What do you think about the pods? We were speaking about that the other day. We didn't think it made much sense because you're still enclosed.
I think it's a stupid idea.
And
okay? You're going to be in a plastic pod with no ventilation. You're going to put a heater in there in the wintertime. Till the plastic melts, you get hot, you can't breathe. I think it's just dumb. However, people want to go out to eat. If it's that important to you to go out to eat, you want to go sit in a plastic tent, be my guest. Just don't come by me. Don't wear a mask or whatever. I'll see you in the springtime. Because I'm not going out to dinner and sitting in a pod somewhere. That's
not true.
Yeah,
so we're going to get off the COVID, and we want to talk about the weed now.
Yeah, let's talk about that weed.
We're going to get off the COVID, talk about the weed. But I want everyone to just stay safe and be safe. And stay until the end of the forum, because I do still want to mention a couple of businesses that I went to this week, and I was just amazed with them. So, Robert, what do you want to start off with this week?
Okay, so first I'm going to talk about the election, that took place last week. All right, so congrats to Biden and Kamala for winning. That's one thing, which is great. Okay, but more importantly, I'm proud of the fact that the amount of people that went out and voted. I don't care who you voted for. We
showed up and showed out.
It's none of my business who you voted for, just like it's none of your business who I voted for. It's just the fact that you went out and voted. That's very important. That's great. So thumbs up and props to that. And I've always said that
Karen said you need to reposition yourself. Okay. Thanks, because I want the feedback. We want the feedback.
Yes. Local elections, local issues are just as important as a presidential election. Okay. So one of the local issues that took place here in Jersey was the legalization of weed.
Right.
Okay. Now, in my lifetime, I've rolled up my fair share. I rolled up my fair share of see you later, Mira. Inhaled. I'm not like Bill Clinton. I'm not gonna lie about it. Yeah, I inhaled. Okay, and I do know that weed is one. It's going to cause you to lose your memory. That's one thing. Secondly, weed is what we've always been told is that it's a gateway drug that will lead to other drugs, other drug use. Okay, so this whole legalization of weed is not a good thing in my opinion, and I get it. It is definitely about the money, because what this weed thing is going to do, it's going to supposedly put more money into the state tax coffers for them to spend on who knows, because they always seem to be running in debt. Okay, so the weed thing with the money, it's about taxes. It's also going to put the small businessman out of work. You know, the street corner dealer. But now, because the government wants to get involved, now the selling of weed is going to be legal. It makes no sense. It's about money. And my whole thing on this weed thing, besides the money, it's the safety issue. Weed impairs your judgment. Now, I know a lot of people that drive here in the state of New Jersey, and I'm glad I don't have to drive as much as I used to, but to have to drive when someone else is impaired, it's putting their life, my life, and everyone else's life at risk. This is a bad move, having weed legalized. And to have 67% of the people in the state of New Jersey vote for it is unbelievable. I don't get it.
Well, I don't agree with the legalization of weed, but I don't care about the local guy on the street either selling it, because I'm against drugs. I just say no to drugs. So yeah, and I don't want it legalized, because we know how foolish people are, and if they're rolling around drunk driving, I don't want weed heads driving around next to me.
Potheads.
Potheads. I don't know.
Weedheads.
Maybe, I never touched weed in my life, so I don't know anything about weed. Yeah. But I don't want the legalization of it. But I don't care about the local street guy either. So, So, anybody else have any ideas or thoughts about that?
All right.
Woo! So anyway, this was just coming back together as Sitting Down with Robin, featuring Robert RWL the second. I'm actually going to tell you guys about a business that I went to this week. I stopped by this really, really quaint cafe. It was really nice. And that's our purpose. That's really our purpose for this forum, to help each other through this pandemic. But I stopped by this really nice, quaint cafe right in the heart of lovely Fanwood, New Jersey.
That's right, Fanwood.
It's called the Railside Cafe. He had an extensive menu, and I'm saying the owner is Paul. I met Paul that day. He had a very extensive menu, from serving breakfast all day to dinner and beautiful desserts. And I couldn't even leave without ordering 3 pies at least for Thanksgiving. I don't even know who I'm going to have at my table for Thanksgiving, but I ordered 3 pies. I know you're going to be there.
Oh, okay.
But I ordered 3 pies, but it was a beautiful place. So as I was speaking with him, the owner, I'm going to say Paul, as I was speaking to Paul, I also was pleasantly surprised that he partners with Inroads. It's a nonprofit organization providing opportunities to employ individuals with disabilities. And I think we should support Paul. I really do. The name of the cafe, again, is Railside Cafe. He also caters. He's going to be catering full Thanksgiving dinners, all right? And I'm going to actually put this on my page. But to contact Railside Cafe, his location is at 250 South Avenue, Fanwood, New Jersey. His phone number is 908-322-4422. His email is info@therealsidecafe.com. This plays over and over again.
I'm reading. What flavor pies did you get?
The flavor pies were blueberry.
Yes, blueberry.
Pumpkin. I'm not a pumpkin pie eater, but he said he makes his pumpkin pie like sweet potato pie. So I actually ordered that and sweet potato pie. And if you'd like to order online, go to www.therealsidecafe.com/order/online. Okay? Then I want to mention someone else. This is different. My second shout out goes to a young scholar that I know. He grew up with my kid. Hi, Frank Taylor. A young scholar. I want to shout him out, okay? He developed a gaming channel on YouTube. I looked at it today. It's very interesting as he discusses sports with Madden, NBA. When you get the opportunity, please go to his channel. His channel is Matt Duscat. His mother is embarrassed by that name, but I think it's cute. He's young. Matt Duscat, MattDaskat. And like and subscribe his page. Let's help this young man out while he climbs the ladder of success. Robert, what do you have to actually add?
Okay, well, let's see. Since we're approaching the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, the whole thing, and we have the Railside Cafe coming in, I'm going to give a shout out to my friend's business, Madonna Toya, CEO and president of Recipes and Lingerie. They provide meal preparation, home-cooked meals, homemade pepper sauce, couples packages, catering services, and much more, along with the cooking classes, if I didn't say that already. Now, normally, you have to be, I'm kind of like leery about food places that I will recommend to family or have food served to. Okay. However, in this case, Madonna and Recipes and Lingerie, Madonna made some meals for my father and stepmother, and she made some stuff for me. And dang, darn it, I can't say some words because we'll be
Watch
banned.
your mouth.
Thank you. The food was good, so. I believe that there's catering for the holidays, the whole thing. So reach out to Madonna as part of the couples packages. You got to go to the website, Recipes and Lingerie. Go to the website to find out more information. Madonna's telephone number or Recipes and Lingerie is 201-500-6285. The website is www.recipes and spell out the word and lingerie.com. I guess the Instagram is IG at recipes_n_lingerie. And that's it for my business. And one last shout I want to give out to is, of course, my dad's book, once again, The Final Round, Round 16, available in paperback, hardcover, online. And also the documentary is in production. That's going to be big.
Woo! I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that, Robert.
Neither can I.
Okay.
Alexa, play The Temptations, Ball of Confusion, and it will hopefully it goes well.
And this song is so...
Here's Ball of Confusion.
This song is so...
on Amazon Music.
Appropriate for today. Volume up!
Alexa, turn up the volume. Play it loud.
By the way, I can automatically...
Jeez, this Alexa is just a great thing.
Would you like me to do that?
No, just play the music. Play the song.
No problem.
Woo! Frank said good food is always a plus, Robert. And Felicia's like, fab. Okay. For an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Vote for me and I'll set you free.
Rap on, brother. Rap on. The only person talking about love, my brother, is the preacher. And it seems nobody's interested in learning but the teacher. See ya. Integration. Obligation to my nation.
Ball of confusion.
I'm not messing around trying to hit that note. You can have that.
Bye, guys. Thank you
Peace.
for
Thanks
coming
for tuning in.
in.
See you in 2 weeks for our after Thanksgiving show.